Ladies and gentlemen, on now to our fourth bout of the evening. This is a K1 kickboxing bout. Please welcome, making her way to the NFA cage, Jenna Emery.
The first thing I really noticed about Jenna Emery and it being a kickboxing match is she is tall. She is 5'10". That means she's gonna have a significant reach. And being kickboxing, you got teep kicks, simple jabs, things like that really frustrate your opponent, take minimal energy, but they really are, they can be the difference maker.
Well, in her last fight, she showed she likes to work the body as well, and she claims that she loves throwing knees too, so we'll see how those work out in this fight as well.
It's long and rangy, and when you're long and rangy and you're in a stricter discipline that's more stand-up like Muay Thai, all the benefits are in your favor there, because Alison's going to have to get in to actually connect with anything really effective, and once you do that against a taller fighter, the danger there is the knees, obviously.
Yeah, and coming out of Maryville Muay Thai, they've been bringing up some very talented fighters lately, so I'm excited to see what Jenna's going to bring in. And Jordan, you said she's well-rounded.
Yeah,
I want to see what she has.
Yeah, Chad Miller, he does a really good job with his guys. Brings in a lot of people for seminars, too, to teach these guys stuff that he won't know. And seminars in that kind of world really upgrade a lot of people because they learn a lot. There's a lot of camaraderie built with that. They get a lot of experience from those guys. And whenever you're training just this strict discipline here, day in, day out, you can get good really quickly.
Well, and Jenna, they're showing the respect they have for the sport and the art as she comes out with the traditional headset. Should have said traditional headdress before Adam corrects me.
Right, you said that.
And now her opponent making her way to the NFA cage, fighting out of the red corner, Alison Greenlee.
Now, Alison's been training for a little while. She did take a long break, though, to go to college and start her career.
That was one thing I found interesting. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Okay.
Is that in her note she said she last fought at 19 years old. She's listed as 27 now, but she said she's grown up a lot since her debut with her training approach. So someone with that kind of a layoff in time, like you said, she's a coach's daughter, so she's in the gym. It'll be interesting to see what she brings.
Well, maturity's a big thing. You know, helps with your holding your emotions in and everything like that. So being older, maybe that'll help her with the anxiety and just getting in there and being able to fight smarter.
Yeah, the one thing I noticed from when I fought when I was younger and getting a little bit older, I didn't take a break, but is you start to understand that there's different aspects to the game, especially if you keep training. Like, let's say you go out there and you have a dominant performance where you knock someone out with one punch. You start realizing that, okay, I don't have that one punch anymore because everybody's getting better. As you're getting older, they're getting older, they're progressing, you're progressing. And with the sport in general, it's becoming more common to see the technical striking, not the sloppy bar fights that, when I first started kickboxing, that's what we had.
Three 2-minute rounds in the K1 kickboxing bout, brought to you tonight by HKA USA. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this Muay Thai style fighter stands 5'10", weighing in 145.5 pounds. She holds an amateur record, 1 win, 1 defeat, with that win coming by way of knockout. Representing Maryville Muay Thai and fighting out of Collinsville, Illinois, Jenna Emery. Across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, is an STX kickboxer standing 5'4", weighed in 145.4 pounds. She holds an amateur record, 0 wins, 1 defeat. Representing Han MMA in fighting out of Herculaneum, Missouri, Alison Greenlee. Your referee, Zach Tybris.
First thing I noticed is Jenna Emery has been smiling the entire time. I can't tell if Alison's smiling back at her, but that tells me these girls are about to have some fun.
Good show.
Oh, big right hand from Alison.
That's that. So that's that Eric Paulson Sticks kickboxing. Jenna answering
A lot
back,
of action
though.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Knees.
what Jenna's doing is getting in close with those knees, and I actually thought she would be the opposite, keeping that range.
Both these girls look like they came to fight.
Absolutely they did. I'm getting tired watching them.
Now they calmed down a bit. They had to get those jitters out.
Nice right hand
Nice
from
right
Jenna right
hands.
there. Snuck through.
Oh,
Good counter right.
Nice right leg.
We've seen that traditional Muay Thai leg raise.
Yeah, what you guys will notice is the shin pads. That is because this is still an amateur fight, and you know, both competitors can agree to either do shin pads or no shin pads. So it's really kind of their choice, and that's why you see sometimes the headgear, no headgear. It just depends on what they want to do.
Jenna looks like she's doing good in the clinch, but when she's out, she's doing that peekaboo, and Allison's timing with a straight right down the pipe.
Jenna really needs to use her distance and her range. She's not utilizing that reach at all.
I agree. She's letting Allison, who's shorter, get inside. It's letting her hit her. If she can use that range, she won't even be able to touch her.
See those long teep kicks like that. That is going to be a key for her to get this win. Just under about 20 seconds now.
Good counter right there. Oh, good. That was almost a slap.
Hey,
Nice
what-
little feint.
So, back in the day, we had a guy, Rashard Lovelace, who has since passed away, but he used to do a punch like that where it was almost like a hammer fist as you're standing up, and it was like he just basically used the bottom of his fist to get on that forehead.
He would do it a lot of times after a jab. He would wave the jab out there, show you the jab, so you look at that, and he would come down with that hammer fist. Yes, sir.
That was a good first round, guys. Allison had some good luck getting in there and landing some good shots. Ate a couple of those knees. None of them actually really like timed, hit perfect. They were grazing and nipping a little bit, but they all hit at the gas tank. It'll be interesting to see how Jenna comes out after getting further instruction from her coach, Chad Mueller. Here, probably I expect to see more range, more getting the jab going, more trying to back Allison up and keeping at her range while she has her on the fence.
Yeah, what Jenna did had glimpses of a great game plan where there was two teep kicks that landed toward the end of the round. I think she needs to keep that range, and when she's throwing her jab, her shoulders are kind of squared up, so she's really taking away about 3 or 4 inches off that jab. She needs to step into that and really stick that hard. But you're right, Allison did have a couple good, nice right hands that landed pretty solid.
Absolutely. It looks like she's trying to time the peekaboo. But there you go. And so Jenna, see, what Jenna's doing good, though, is when Allison does get in, she's getting that clinch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Allison's waiting on Jenna's first movement and then engaging right away. So that's Jenna throwing those feints is going to help out a lot more.
Allison looks to be timing the kicks with a counter right hand. It just seems to be a little bit off. Nice counter jab right there. That was nice. Jenna's got some nice kicks. There doesn't seem to be a lot on them as she's throwing more volume than power.
Yeah, they're a little bit more of that traditional martial art kick. It's a little more flashy than if she could adjust that with a little more power, they would be very good.
Oh, nice right
That
hand
was
out of
good.
Jenna. And then right there, that was almost like that round into a side kick that kind of kept Allison off her.
One thing I don't like that Allison's doing is she's engaging and then she's stepping too far back. With Jenna being the longer fighter, she's kind of still staying in range.
Well, what she could do to make that work would be step all the way back and then just explode back in with a nice, easy, just something simple like a 1-2.
Well, this might be Jenna's first time in comp running into somebody who just doesn't care about your range. He's going to find a way in, going to make it ugly if they have to, and really test that gas tank that you need to figure out you're going to have in pacing for a fight like this.
Yeah, I definitely have to say I think Jenna is the more technical fighter here. But when you're fighting someone like Allison who's going to turn it into more of just a straight up brawl, it makes that very difficult to actually use your range and land like a pretty 1-2 rear leg round or some sort of technical combination. But good second round. I think Jenna won that round very clearly. She had, we didn't mention it, we were in the middle of saying something else, but she had a real short little right hook that kind of went over the top a little bit, beautifully on the chin.
You're kind of got that matchup of technique against power right now.
USA, whether you desire to simply get back into shape or you're searching for superior equipment for an upcoming fight camp, choose HKA.
Looks like it comes down to this round, guys.
I agree. I agree. I think if you're in the corner of Alison, you got to tell them to start turning your punches a little bit more straight and right down the middle. Because if you're going to time those kicks, you want that counter punch to come quick and fast. And one thing I always like to do, if they throw a right leg, or I'm sorry, a rear leg to you, a right leg to your left side, counter it, throw that hard right, step into another 1-2, so it'd be like a 2-1-2, real fast, and you back them straight up. You back your opponent straight up. And on the counter here, I think Jenna needs to keep, same thing we've been saying is keep that range, get that distance, and keep Alison off of her.
It looks like she is. She's throwing a lot more of those. She's trying to throw the kicks to keep her off.
Yeah, and Alison's coming very aggressively. Nice teep kick. That right there could be the difference maker in this fight, because that's going to turn that into a 10-8 round.
Yep. Yeah, they call it as a knockdown, so absolutely.
And you hear the corner of Jenna Emery saying, look low, go high. Oh, nice right hand. Jenna's really kind of getting better as the fight's going on.
Well, it looks like also Alison looks like she's running on fumes a bit. She's starting to slow down.
That could be the layoff. Not really, remember. Oh, nice teep kick. That's another knockdown.
She's able to keep her range and finding it better this round.
Absolutely.
One thing that's always kind of random for them and hard to adjust is how much the ref will let them clinch when it comes to kickboxing. I think that was probably a big part of her game, and she's had to adjust.
Oh, big head kick out of Jenna Emery, but Alison walks right through it. Just to circle back on you, Jordan, it depends on the rule sets, because, when I first started, we had full contact, we had international rules, and then we had Muay Thai. The difference was full contact was waist up, international was leg kicks, and Muay Thai was you had some clinching. Then it kind of switched to more of a K1 style, where when you would clinch, you have to let go after one strike. So it depends on the rule sets, of each match and kind of the clarity of how they specified that in the back. Ooh, good right hand out of Emery right there.
Yeah, Alison looks like she's trying to throw some calf kicks in there right now. But both girls look like they're starting to get a little tired.
I think Emery's going to look for the head kick right now.
I'd like to see Jenna kind of stay on Alison right now. Alison's looking like she's wearing down.
Yeah, Alison's definitely tired, but she is game as it comes, and she is pushing forward.
There she goes.
She heard that 10-second bell and went nuts.
Absolutely. These girls put on a show for the fans here at the Olympia Event Center in St. Charles, Missouri. What a kickboxing bout, guys. That was great.
Gentlemen, once again, the ladies definitely put on fireworks.
What did I tell you? I said any NFA women's kickboxing match is going to be good.
You definitely called it.
How about these fights out the gate, guys?
100%, man. There's a lot of shows here in St. Louis where you do not get this quality of fights, especially in the first 4 fights have been all very good.
What do you mean?
I guess you could say the Toby Gavillo fight didn't really live up to expectations.
I was going to say, we had 3 really, really good distance fights, and then you had your fun brawl.
Yeah,
so we had a bit of everything.
Yeah, 3 out of the 4 have been pretty good.
Yeah, both these women should be proud. Fun, exciting fight. Good show of respect by the corners. I always love seeing that.
And Mike Kendall is going to give us the official winner.
3 rounds of amateur K1 kickboxing. We go to the judges' scorecards. And all 3 judges scored this bout 30-25 for your winner by unanimous decision, Jenna Emery.
Very nice win there by Jenna.
Yeah, you guys heard that scorecard, 30-25. That's because the 2 10-8 rounds, and Mike Kendall's going to get a few words.
Jenna Emery, congratulations, improving your record now to 2-1. Was your game plan out here tonight just to throw sheer volume and just get it all thrown at her?
Not exactly. I mean, we try and train in volume with combinations, but when you're in the cage, do that, but I was just trying to do my best to listen to him.
Right on. It definitely paid off in this win. Congratulations. Anybody you'd like to thank out here tonight?
Yeah, of course. It takes a village, so I'll try to make this quick, but obviously I think you're good. Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta thank Chad. You know, he's the artist, I'm just the canvas. I'd like to thank everyone here, my friends and gym family. And of course, I have to say thank you to my boyfriend, Dante. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you so much for driving me to weigh-ins, babysitting me while I have a water cut, and I love you.
Well, congratulations. Everyone put your hands together for your winner, Jenna Emery.